Hey, thank you for coming in today. Today we're going to be doing your contact lens class. I'm going to be showing you how to insert and remove your contact lenses. The first thing I'm going to have you do is start by washing your hands for at least 20 seconds. Now we're going to go over a little bit of information that will help you with your contact lens care. If you have a daily contact lens, it's important that you just put them on in the morning. When you're done with them, you throw them out at the end of the day. It is good to keep a case with you at all times with some fresh solution in it, just in case you need to take them out if they get uncomfortable or something happens. You need to take them out to rinse them off or to store them in. If you have a bi-weekly lens, the bi-weekly lens you are going to wear for 2 weeks. You're going to take them out at night and you're going to keep them in clean solution and change the solution every night. If you're in a monthly contact lens, you are also going to take them out at the end of the night and keep them in clean solution. It's important that you also wash your contact lens case with hot water just to get rid of any bacteria that can build up in the contact lens case. Now I'm going to show you how to take your contact lens out of the solution. You will have a pack that looks like this. You can peel the front of the contact lens pack back. Your contact lens will be in the solution. You can either pinch it out of the solution. Once you have it in between your fingers, you can simply pinch it from the bottom to get it like this so that all the edges will be up. You transfer the lens onto your dominant hand that will be putting it onto your eye. You have a hard time doing that, what you can do is simply take your lens that's in the solution and you can take your solution and tip the solution out of your pack. Once the solution is out of your pack, you'll be able to just take your contact lens and pinch it out. Again, same thing. Once you pinch it out of the pack, pinch it from the bottom of the lens. Then, once it is on your other finger, you will take your pointer finger of the hand that you are going to use to put it on your eye with and just simply place that finger underneath of that lens like this and push upwards. That will allow all the edges to go up like a bowl so that none of them are flattened. Because once the edges are flattened like that, it won't stick to your eye. So make sure all the edges are up. Now I'm going to show you how to position your hands properly so that when you have the contact lens on your finger, it will adhere to your eye the right way. The first time we're going to do it without the actual contact lens just to make sure you can keep your eye open the whole time without blinking. I would suggest that you use your dominant hand to position the contact lens on your pointer finger with. So if you are right-handed, you're going to position the contact lens on your right pointer finger. You're also going to start with your right eye. It's a little bit easier that way. If you are left-handed, I would say start with your left hand first and position it on your left hand. So what it's going to look like is you placing the contact lens on the pad of your finger close to the tip. You're going to take your left hand. For me, I'm right-handed, so it'll be my left hand. You're going to take your left hand, put all your fingers together. You're going to come up and around on your right eye. And it's very important that you take your eyelashes and you pin them back. If you don't have your eyelashes pinned back, you will actually be able to blink, which will then be really hard because when you start blinking, the contact lens will just pop right out of your eye. So make sure you have a good grip on your eyelashes. You're going to pin them back, and then your middle finger, what you're going to do is take your middle finger, position it in the middle part of your eye, and pull down as much as possible. That way your pointer finger with the contact lens will be able to go on right in the middle of your eye. Okay, just like this. So opposite hand up and around your head, pin your eyelashes back, get your fingers out of the way, middle finger down, look at your lens. I'm gonna have you look away. Now it's very important that once your fingers are up and down, that when you look at the lens, you look away. If you look right at the lens when it's going towards your eye, you will blink. That is an automatic reflex that everybody has. So what you're gonna do is get as close as you can to your eye. Then I'm going to have you look away past your nose, stare at an object, whatever is past your nose, and make sure you have a good sight on it. Do not lose sight of that object or the color or whatever is past your nose. So for me, I'm going to stare at this wall right next to me. I'm going to come up and around. I'm going to lift my eyelashes up, pull down on the bottom lid, have the lens on my finger, get close. I'm going to look away. I'm going to go right onto the eye, tap it, and then I'm going to let go. And I'm going to keep my eye open and look back to where I placed the contact lens and let go of my eye. If I let go of my eyelids before I look over, what will happen is the air bubbles that get trapped underneath of the contact lens will force the lens off of your eye and it'll cause it to pop out. Now I'm going to show you what it looks like with the actual contact lens on. You are also going to have a small bottle of the Opti-Free multi-purpose solution, and you're going to have a contact lens case marked right and left to keep your lenses separate. You're going to have the contact lens just like this. All edges will be up like a bowl. If any of the edges get flattened like that, it's important that you properly position the lens so that all the edges are up. Also, it will not adhere to your eye properly. It's also important that you check your edges to make sure the lens is not inside out before you put it on your eye. So if you look at the lens, all the edges go up this way. If a contact lens is inside out, you will notice that when you check the edges of the lens, instead of them curving inward, they curve outward. So if you look at it now, you can see the edge of the lens is much sharper and goes out. So what you would want to do is just put it back in your solution, clean it, and usually what will happen is it'll invert itself out. If it doesn't, flip it. If you do happen to ever put the contact lens on your eye and it is inside out, it'll be uncomfortable, your vision will not be clear, so just take it out, put it back in your case, put solution on it, and let it sit for a minute before you put it back on your eye. Check your edges, make sure all of them are up and curve inward. Okay, so once you have secured the top eyelashes and your bottom lid down, you are going to go towards your eye with your pointer finger with the lens on and slowly go towards your eye. It's important that you don't push too hard because that pressure will flatten the contact lens. So what you want to do is slowly go towards your eye, and once the top lid is up, bottom is down, you're going to have the lens on this finger, go towards your eye, look towards your nose, and slowly tap until you touch your eye, and you're going to let go. While keeping your eye open, you are going to roll your eye around in a circular motion and then slowly let go of your top and your bottom lid. Once that is done, the contact lens will adhere to your eye properly without falling out. Sometimes the air bubbles that get trapped under the lens, when you blink too quickly or you let go of your eyelids too quickly, the air bubbles that are underneath of the lens will just force the lens right out of your eye. And then you'll have to start over again. So I'm going to show you what it will look like with the actual contact lens now. Again, I'm right-handed, so I'm starting with my right eye first. So I'm going to have all the edges up. Like a bowl, you can tell the edges of the lens are curving in, like inward. Okay. I'm going to take my left hand, come up and around my head. Left hand pulls up on my eyelashes. Middle finger pulls down in the middle part of my eyelid so my eye is as wide open as possible. Eyelid up, bottom down. You're going to go towards your eye, and before you actually touch your eye with the lens, you need to get very close so you can make sure that your positioning, and the lens will go right in the middle of your eye. If you don't look at the lens when it's going towards your eye, the placement can be very off. You can put the lens like down here or up here. So you just want to get as close as you can before you blink to your eye. When you feel like you're going to blink, look away and do not move your eye back and forth. Once you move your eye back and forth, your eye is shaped kind of like a cone. So once you move your eye back and forth, the suction will break and then the contact lens will again come right out of your eye. So I'm gonna lift your eyelashes back, middle finger, pull down your bottom lid, go towards your eye, look away, do not look back. I'm going to place the lens, go towards your eye, hold it for 1 second, let go. You're going to look over and roll your eye in a circular motion. Then you can let go of your bottom lid, let go of your top lid, blink a couple times. And then the lens will be on your eye. Okay, now I'm going to be showing you how to remove the contact lenses. There's 2 methods that I would use. You can either swipe the lens all the way out to the outermost corner of your eye, and that will allow the contact lens to pop out of this side, or you can slide it off to the wider part of your eye and then pinch it from that part. I'll show you both methods. So the first one we're gonna do is swiping. So if you look over towards your nose, I'm using my right eye first. I'm gonna take, again, my pointer finger. What you can do so that you don't blink as much is take your left hand, come up and around your eyelashes, hold your top lid again, just like when you were inserting the contact lens. And then you're going to hold your top lid. You're going to look away towards your nose. Do not look back and forth. Make sure it's very important that you keep your eye looking away. You're going to see your finger slightly, but what you're going to do is apply a tiny bit of pressure this time. You're going to push in the corner of your eye with a little bit of pressure, and then glide the lens all the way over to the outermost part of your eye until you can't go any further. That will allow the contact lens to break the suction from your cornea, and you can just pinch it right off the end of your eye, or it can just fall right out the edge of your eye. You're gonna look away. Put your finger here in the corner. You're going to slide it and keep going all the way to the end. And as you can see, once I did that, the lens broke the suction and it was just floating at the end of my eye here, so I could just take it right off my eye. I'm going to put the lens back on so I can show you how to pinch it off. And that is the other method. Look away, tap, look back, roll your eye in a circle, and it will adhere. Now, for pinching, you're going to do the same method. You're going to look away again. Get the contact lens off of the colored part of your eye. Once it is on the white part of your eye, you can pinch it from that point. If you feel anything, that means that your fingers are not on the contact lens. If your fingers are on the contact lens, you shouldn't feel that much. Okay, so you're going to look away, push in the cornermost part of your eye with some pressure, drag the lens off. Again, your vision will be a little blurry again because you'll be moving the correction off of your eye. When it's on the whiter part of your eye, you are going to take your 2 fingers, thumb and pointer, pinch. Okay? There you go. Do not use your nails. If you have long nails, cut them because you don't want to scratch. We're done with our class today. Wait for your associates to come help you with the rest of your contact lens class. They're going to help walk you through putting them on and taking them off. And if you have any questions, please let them know. Thank you so much.